Hello children, so we learned in our last class that is about friction lesson. Is that right? What is friction and what are the factors affecting friction and what are the types of friction and advantages and disadvantages of friction also we saw in our last class. Is that right? Okay. I hope you all understood and you all remember that concepts. Is that right? I hope you all read that lesson in your textbooks. Okay. So then only you come to know that concepts. Okay children. So what are the types of frictions? Let us see what are the types of frictions. Okay. Static friction, rolling friction. Okay. And then sliding friction and fluid frictions. Okay. Static friction, rolling friction, sliding friction and fluid frictions. Okay. So what are these frictions also we learned in our last class. Okay. So now let us move on to the frictions. Okay. That is based on the increasing and reducing of frictions. Okay. Increasing and reducing friction. Increasing and reducing friction. Increasing and reducing friction. First let us learn about increasing friction. So what are the things which is increasing the friction of the objects? Okay. So frictional force. Okay. The force that is friction. So it is based on the surface of the objects. Okay. Based on the surface of the objects. And the frictional forces always opposes the moving objects. The frictional forces always opposes the moving objects. Okay children. That is, sometimes we need a friction. Okay, we need a increase in friction. Okay, so as to avoid the slipping of the objects. Okay, so the friction is more means we can avoid the slipping of an objects. Okay, so that can we are observing the grip of an objects. Okay, so that is we want to increase the friction of an objects. Okay, so what we want to do here, that is the sole of the shoes. Okay, the sole of the shoes we are made like this. Okay, so the irregularities on the sole of the shoes. Okay, so like this, the sole of the shoes, the upper part we are doing like this. Okay, the sole of the shoes we are having irregularities on the sole. Okay, so the slippery objects are there. Okay, the surface on the ground is very slippery. Okay, slipping of the objects. So it is very sliding objects or slippery objects. This irregularities can increase the friction on the slipping. It avoids the slipping of the surface of the floor. Okay, so from this we are using that is irregularities on the sole of the shoes. Okay, it increases the friction with the ground. Okay, so we can walk or we can run very safely. That is based on this friction. Okay, and the tires. Okay, tires, that is tires on the wheels of an vehicles. Okay, so there also we are increasing the irregularities on the surface of the tires. So that irregularities can giving can avoid the slippery of the objects. Okay, so that can give a better grip over the ground and the tires of a vehicles. Okay, and then that can allow the smooth movement of the vehicles. That can allow the smooth movement of the vehicles. Okay, and then brake pads. Okay, brake pads we are using in the vehicles. Is it right? To stop the bikes and other vehicles also. Okay, so that can use to brake suddenly applying a brake on the vehicles. That can moving vehicles can stop the movement. Okay, so that can increase the amount of friction. That can be increase the amount of frictions. Okay, the brake pads. Okay, so that brake pads also increasing the friction. That is to stop suddenly stopping of the moving vehicles. Okay, and the kabaddi players rubbing their hands with soil. Okay, the kabaddi players rubbing their hands so with the soil. Okay, so that can make the rough, that is irregular surface, that is rough surface. That rough surface can give us grip over the ground or grip over okay, so which helps to increase the friction between the hands and allows them to have an easy grip, okay, can catch the other opponent, okay, so that give a better grip to that hands, okay. And then we are having a, so we can give any other examples, okay, so can you think, okay, about other examples? I'll give one more example also. So gymnastics, okay, while doing gymnastics also, that is, there is a better grip due to the friction of their hands, okay, so there also we are using a rubber gloves, okay, so that also giving a special grip to the opponents, okay, so these are the things we are using to increase the frictions, okay, so what are the things? We are making the irregularities on the objects, okay, irregularities on the objects, that irregularities can give the better grip over the ground or any other slippery surfaces, okay, so these are the things. It increases the friction of an objects, okay, and let us say about what are the reducing of friction, okay, so some other slippery objects we want to reduce the frictions, so we are having a sliding surface, okay, so there it is a very easy frictions, okay, so it is having more frictions on the slippery objects, isn't it? So we want to reduce the friction, okay, so we want to reduce the friction means that objects has moving very easily, okay, here the slippery objects, okay, in a slippery objects friction is more, okay, for that reason we are increasing the, that is increasing the, for the better grip we are making the irregularities on the objects, okay, but here reducing friction, here the irregularities are there, okay, here the irregularities are there on the surface of the ground, okay, we want to increase the friction, we want to roll down easily, okay, so here the ball is rolling down means the ball is slowly rolling on the irregularities on the surface, okay, so but we are increasing this, okay, we have to close this irregularities, so the surface is smooth, isn't it? When we are making smooth surface, that ball can roll easily on the surface, sliding surface, okay, so for that we are reducing friction here, so here is a slippery surface, so we want to increase friction, we want to slow down the objects, so we are doing for slow down the objects, that is increasing friction, so based on the irregularities of the objects, but here the surface of the ground floor is having so many irregularities, okay, so for that we are reducing that irregularities, so it can make a reduce of friction here, okay, reduce of friction, okay, so by reduce of friction we are making this irregularities can change into smooth surface, okay, so let us see that. Sometimes in order to have a smooth surface to roll over the objects easily, okay, movement of an object is we want very easily movement that can be making into reduced friction, okay, so for example a powder in a sprinkled over a carom board, okay, sprinkle over the carom board, in a carom board we are having little more irregularities on the board that we want to reduce friction, we have to sprinkle the powders, okay, that can reduce the friction over the coins and the carom board, is it right? Okay, and then in a bicycles, okay, so in a bicycle the gear is there, okay, the chain is there, so that is making friction, okay, that is making friction into it, so we want to reduce that friction, we are applying a grease on that chain, so that reduces the friction on the bicycle, okay, and then oil is applied on the hinges of the door, okay, so we are closing and opening the doors in our houses, is it right? So while closing and opening there is a more friction means, so it gives some more sounds, okay, some irritating sounds to us, so we are applying a oil or greases to the hinges on the doors, okay, so that reduces the friction, between the hinges, okay, hinges on the door, okay, so that is reducing frictions. Okay, so applying substances like oil, grease, okay, and other powder allows to reduce the frictions to make the smooth surface on the floors. Make the smooth surface on the floors, and it blocks down the irregularities on the surfaces. It blocks down the irregularities on the surfaces. Understood, children? Okay. So these substances can dissolve. Okay, reduce the amount of friction between the different objects are called lubricants. So what is the name of lubricants? See, lubricants. So what is the word lubricants? So lubricants are reducing that is it makes the smooth surfaces on the irregular surfaces. Okay, we are applying this lubricants on the irregular surfaces that can change into a smooth surface. Okay, so for that, what are lubricants here? Can you give some examples of lubricants? That is powder, smooth powders, oil, grease. Okay, so these are all the lubricants. Okay, we are using to remove the irregular surface to we are changing that irregular surface to smooth surface to reduce the frictions. Okay, while reducing friction, we are using lubricants to close over the irregularities on the surfaces. Okay, children. Okay, so we can never reduce friction without this lubricants. Okay, so that is level of 0. This is level of 0. Okay, so irregularities present on the surface. Okay, so that is here we can say that is very importantly wheels can reduce frictions. Okay, so we know that by rolling the wheels, okay, the vehicles wheels on the vehicles that rolling over the ground. Okay, so when rolling over the ground, it reduces the friction. It reduces the friction. So it is sliding on the ground, it having more friction. So rolling over the ground, so it reduces the friction. Okay, children. Okay. So wheels are circulating objects and turn around on the ground at a center point based on the center point of the wheels. Okay. So it reduces friction based on the rolling over the ground. Okay. So the results in less friction. Okay. And hence easy movement of an object. If less friction, so there is an easy movement. If more friction, there is a slow movement, is it right? So if easy movement means it rolls over the ground. Okay, so these are the reducing friction. So rolling friction is based on the reduced friction. Rolling friction we can say it is a reduced friction. Okay, so in this way the sliding friction is removed with the help of a rolling friction. Okay, so the sliding friction is very easy friction. It increases the friction. Okay, and rolling friction it reduces the friction. Okay, so here while sliding friction and rolling friction, therefore adverse effects. Okay, both are adverse effects of friction, such as it produces heat, sound, and these are all based on the wear and tear of the mechanical parts. Okay, so for example, okay, so bearings are being used. Okay, bearings are being used in the factories and so many industries. Okay, so there also there is a wear and tear. Frictions are there. Okay, so that is in bicycles also. The wheels are reducing the friction. Okay, so these are the increasing and reducing frictions. Okay, increasing and reducing friction based on the irregularities on the surfaces. So we are making irregularities on the surfaces that increases friction. So if we are closing the irregularities on the frictions, that is we are making the smooth surface on the ground. Okay, that reduces the friction. Okay, so difference between increases and reduces friction. So keep it in your mind, listen carefully what is increasing friction and what is decreasing friction. Increasing means that is we are making irregularities on the surfaces of an object or over the ground. Okay, we are making irregularities, that increasing friction. If we are closing the irregularities, that we are making the smooth surface on the object or surface over the ground. Okay, so that we can say it is a reducing friction. Understood, children? Okay, now let us know more about fluid friction. What is meant by fluid friction? So it means on the, that is gas or liquid objects. Okay, gas or liquid objects we can say is a fluid friction. but that is based on the solid objects, but here it is based on the gas and liquid objects. Okay, so that is air, water and other liquid objects, okay, collectively are called fluids. So air, water, that is liquid things, other water, other liquid things, liquid objects, collectively we can say, okay, all the liquid objects and all the gaseous objects. Okay, so collectively we can say it is a fluids. Okay, collectively we can say it is a fluids. Okay, so based on this, okay, so the external force applied on these objects, okay, that is gaseous objects, or otherwise we can say it is a liquid objects. So both these two objects we are giving any external force based on the other surface of the object, that we can say it is a frictional force of the object travels through them. Okay, so that object is travels through the another object. Okay, so that we can say it is a fluid friction, or we can say it is a drag. Fluid friction or drag. Drag. Okay, so define drag. They will ask define drag. What is drag? Okay, so that is air, water and other liquid objects collectively called, it can say it is a fluid. So the frictional force are moving inside these fluids. Okay, so the frictional force are applied inside this based on these fluids are called fluid friction or drag. Okay, such a friction, that is the friction travels through this fluids. The frictional force travels through these fluids are called fluid friction or drag. Okay, so the amount of frictional force by a fluid, okay, the amount of frictional force by a fluid on an object depends upon the things. Okay, depends upon the things. What are the things? So we saw in our last class, that is based on the static fraction, rolling fraction and sliding fraction. Based on this also, fluid fraction also having speed of an object based on the surface of an object. Okay, so fluid friction, speed of an object with respect to the fluid. If fluid is more density, it moves very slow. If the density is very less, means it rolls down very quickly. Okay, it moves from one place to another place very quickly. So based on with respect to the fluid. Okay, and nature of fluid, that is viscosity. Viscosity means that is the density of the fluid, that is the tendency of a resistant to flow. Okay, the tendency of a resistant to flow. It can be absorbed by the another object. Okay, so if you are pouring a water, okay, that water can absorb by the heat surface. Okay, the heat surface can absorb the water. If the cold surface means it's rolled down to move on to the another place. Okay, based on the surface, the tendency of an object, that is the surface, the tendency of an surface of an object and the viscosity of the fluid. Okay, so if the density of fluid is more, means it can be stand on the same place if it is a horizontal place. Okay, so if it is a vertical place or if it is a sliding surface, means it can move from one place to another place. If it is a horizontal place, means the viscosity, it can't move. Okay, the density of an fluid is more, means it can't move from another one place to another place based on the horizontal surface. Okay, so and then the shape of an object based on the fluid. Okay, the shape of an object also based on the fluid, it have a shape of a containers. Okay, and then so fluid friction is having internal and external frictions. Okay, so fluid frictions comprises internal and external frictions. So internal frictions means inside the fluid, it can move from the molecules are moving very freely. Okay, in a solid, there is no free moving molecules inside it. Is that right? So in a liquid or gaseous state, the molecules inside the liquid and gaseous particles can freely moving inside it. So while moving inside it, it can have a friction. So that friction we can say it is a inside fluid friction. Okay, internal fluid friction. Okay, so the fluids can move on the another surface. Okay, so inside the surface. Okay, so in a fluid like this, inside it. Okay, so the fluids are moving inside it. If it is a liquid or if it is a gaseous thing, inside it, it is the molecules are moving inside it. So that we can say internal fluid friction. Okay. friction also. Okay. So external friction is based on the force extraction that is exerted by the fluid over on the other surface. Okay. So as an object travels in a fluid, it loses its energy in order to overcome the other frictions. Okay. So the fluid friction, in order to overcome the fluid friction. Hence, the things that can easily move, okay, easily flow on the fluids have special shapes. Okay. So that is example, ships, submarines, okay. So boats, these are floating on the water, is it right? So that we can say fluid friction based on the fluids, okay, based on the fluid friction. The things, the objects can easily float on the fluids, okay. That we can say it is a fluid frictions, okay. So that is it moves on the water, okay. So fishes also having a specific value, okay, specific shape such as a tail fins that allow them to swim continuously on the fluids, okay. So that we can say it is an energy of, it loses the energy of the fluid friction, okay. So objects can resist fluid friction, so friction because of this special shape of the objects, okay. The ships, submarines are having special shapes to float on the fluids, okay, that is water, okay. So these are the things about the fluid frictions, okay. So understood children, in this lesson we learned about what is the friction and what are the factors affecting the frictions and what are the types of frictions, okay. Static friction, rolling friction, sliding friction and fluid friction. So fluid friction is very important in this lesson, okay. And then what are the things which is increasing the frictions and what are the things which is reducing the frictions also we saw in this class, okay children. So read the textbook again and again, then only come to know the concepts, okay children. Thank you.